EWC, can they start their grand finals run again today, or will Pro Esports stand in their way? Let's send it over to our casters to find out. It's Gideon and Trex.
Thank you so much. Our very first series of the day is already going to be a banger here with the Selangor Red Giants playing on blue side, facing off against Pro from Cambodia on the red side. Now, Trex, I'm looking at this and immediately I'm getting a little bit of those flashbacks. Innocent on Moskov again?
I mean, at this point, we already know it's probably going to come. Moskov has been meta. He hasn't fallen off for a while. And Innocent, this is a dream pick for him. It's comfortable. It's comfy all around the map. But for me, my eyes are on the Harara being let through. This is a pick that has been banned out consistently.
And here's the thing. The question is whether or not they're going to have Skyfiercer, because the first invade is all looking way too good as they're looking for first blood.
A lot of damage on to PP there. Sakai's now running away, getting taken out by Coley. A nice trade. A beautiful trade at that, taking out the jungler of SRG.
And that's perfect. That's exactly what they want. Power spike overall without the items. But now we're seeing that a lot of that mid motion, right? Clear up that mid as soon as possible and immediately start moving towards the other sides of the map.
All right, so Pro Esports looking for an angle in. Sakai's already started working on this turtle. Saw making the way as well, does have level 4, can put out some decent damage, watch for the stun, but SRG's not going to try to rush this either as Coily goes for the orange buff, a little bit of damage onto Yumes. Sakai's making his way in. SRG and Felix going to back off. No big angle from Pro just yet. Coily has to finish this orange buff as quick as possible. He's going to look for the angle in. No pinch poise just yet. Gets a nice little bit of damage on Sakai's. Tempest Blaze does comes down, gets the knockup, plus the turtle, and a lot of damage on Sakai's. He's taken out. Pro Esports look for the next target. Stormy runs away in shambles. Sorry, I'm Felix with a kill under his belt. Making a purple buff as well.
The conversion is going to be good. Pro played that perfectly, knowing the Wrath of the Least the next 4 minutes.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised Sakai's went into that, knowing the Tempest Blaze was going to come, but a little bit of damage down here on the boss side. Kuzin going to try to get away, gets hit by the Terrify, and a beautiful SOD from Innocent to get to the backside, taking out Kuzin. Pro Esports forced to back off. A nice little bit of something, and back to Innocent. Hasn't been involved in any of these fights. Having a decent experience. Could be the saving grace unless he's taken out by Coily here. A couple more shots. Tempest of Blades does come down with a kill into Coily's pocket. Able to make sure he secures that Berserker's Fury.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Yume's already used all of his charges for the Fist Crack. Fist Break, unfortunately, did not connect at the right time. But like Lefel mentioned earlier, SRG is playing a really difficult composition. It's a composition where you truly must be interconnected, similar to Avatar. Just, you know, gotta make sure they can find something back.
Nice damage. Stormy able to output, but just not enough. Pepe takes him out. Saw gets the kill. Pro Esports have an answer for everything right now.
They kind of have the answer for everything. And I think the worst part about it is the update. The patch has made this Beleric a little better. Innocent now taking at least 1 gold crab here to make sure that he stays ahead. With this 1.3k lead that we see from Pro, I don't think it's leaving anytime soon. Let's quickly have a look at the level difference here. Sakai's currently at level 7. Thank you for moving away, Lord Spawn, to level 8. So he's a level down on this.
All right, Turtle, Tempest Blaze comes down, Coily, able to take the Turtle with ease, and Sakai's once again in a horrible spot, dashes into death.
At this stage, as you can see, the PP is already invading the enemy side just to get early information to allow Coily to make the smartest choices. Hey, there's a lot of people down by this orange buff. Let's quickly push out mid. He's looking for efficiency.
I mean, right now, Pro Esports all around the map, a lot of damage onto Yumes here. Gonna dive onto the tower. Yumes has no escape, tries to flicker, but it's not enough today. They're going to be able to take this tower. SOD does connect. Innocent does dash in. Wasn't a mistake. He just wants to clear it. But Kuzin's not going to want to let him get away up the top side, though. Soft balls. Sakai's onto Pepe. Pepe not going to be able to get away. A nice double kill into the hands of SRG. Able to try to find something in the chaos.
Holy cow.
Not third total. I think first Lord is going to be the big moment where we know who's possibly got this in the bag.
Well, before anything happens, Zipper, pull up the item list. Thank you very much, because I'm interested in where Coily actually is at in this item. So he's 4-0-2 as of right now, and that's a phenomenal lead for any lane player. And they're immediately on this turtle as SRG are trying to take that mid position.
I think that's the right play this time. Give up the turtle. Sakai's 2-0 on the first time, just keeps getting caught by the Tempest Blades. Look for plays elsewhere. Innocent on the bottom side, getting a little bit of push. Maybe they translate it to a tower, but Coily's already there to help defend.
Thanks, Zipper. That's already 2 items up for Coily. He's in a phenomenal position. Even if he gets put down to 1 HP, as long as he has Fin's poise, he can get out of there, go to 1 camp, get back up to full, and he's ready to fight once more. And that's so different in comparison to Hirara, which is so burst-oriented.
Nice damage onto Sorry on Felix. Even Pro, even with the advantage they have, they're still taking things slow. They're still playing this deathless. Yes, in the beginning he wasn't able to shine that much, but right now, as this game moves forward, he'll become more of a nuisance. Only quick stuns on the side of Pro Esports, except for the Wrath of the Dryad, but even that won't be able to hold Cram down if he can continue to harass.
But just look at the trades that they're doing, right? They know that we can't compete with the mobility of this Ling, so second best option, use Moskov to create these cross-map plays. That way, Ling is balanced out and you never have to keep worrying about, oh no, my long lane, I have to deal with it if not, I'm going to lose another structure. But looking at the items so far, more importantly, now that Sorry I'm Felix has his second, this Lord is going to be really difficult. If he engages in there while having those Queen's Wings, there's a pretty good chance that SRG might opt to flicker past him and go straight for that back line.
I almost feel like SRG, the way they're going to win these fights is positioning, right? I don't think they want to just go head first. Look at the damage on a Stormy. A little bit of play in the mid side, but just kind of baiting out skills at this point. Sakai does get his retribution in as Coily starts working on the Lord. Sakai wants to look for an angle. He just goes straight in once again. Sorry, Felix able to push him back. Trying to find the backside now. Tempest Blades does come down, but Sakai steals the Lord beautifully, but Yums might just pay the price for a beautiful response, pushing Pro back. Yums now on the run. Sakai comes in to make sure Sorry and Felix can't get to him. Nobody goes down except for Stormy, and that's a decent trade for SRG. Look at the bot side now as well.
Innocent, he's playing the exact same role that Coily is trying to do to threaten them in those side lanes.
He brought down low, gonna try to run through, takes a tower shot to the base, but will be able to dash through, but the chase is on. Sorry, Felix is gonna catch him, but the iframes are still there. Does he get the juke? The sidestep, and Sakai's will not fall.
Oh my god! What a play!
SRG! Innocent does it again! Cross map the Hail Mary!
Make him miss an SOD or something. This entire game, that SOD has been at a 100% efficiency, whether it's stealing away a camp, whether it's closing the distance, but most importantly, it's keeping Pro on their toes. They can't let their foot off the gas just yet, not against a team of this caliber.
And now the game has fallen into SRG's hands. Pro Esports, it was in their grasp. They had control, but control is not a given in a match against the Giants.
Oh man, it's interesting to see how this is going to play out, because now that Coily, he's got that Blade of Despair, he's got some real kill threat to anybody on the side of SRG.
All right, Cram into the backside, continues to harass. Nice heavens of blades, does not get the knockup. Coily just trying to get away at this point, but there's no escape. Cram gets the kill, the recalls are out. SRG's in full form.
I figured it out. It's all
Guys,
about
this is gonna rush it. He bounces back and forth. Sorry on Felix in this tri-bush. May try to make a play. The problem is mid lane's getting pushed in. Pro Esports has to back off.
Yep, they're not going to do this, and now SRG trying to be even more efficient. They're not going to show topside until it's too late, and now Pro, unfortunately, just has to respond to this. SRG are playing Pro's game, but just a little bit better, because they don't need... Oh!
Bit of play, a lot of damage. Cram jumps onto 3 times of blades, does come down, but it's more of an escape use. The taunt locks in, the Wrath of Dryad Saw falls as Innocent is catching targets left and right. Sorry on Felix, just has to try to get away under the tower, but another Wrath of Dryad and a double kill for Innocent. Kuzin just wants to live, goes back to base, and SRG didn't even need the Lord. They're finding members.
Oh my goodness, Innocent. An incredible baseline. He is showing that all gold laners need to have perfect movement. Look at that! Nothing can touch this guy so far! Every ability, pixel perfect, footsies all the way through. It's been tough because Pro has been throwing so much at him.
Coily.
Can he steal it?
Coily. Tempest of Blades comes down. He goes, but Sakai still secures it. Coily gets the kill on a Stormy though. He's trying to make the big play, trying to get away. It's not enough. All right. Pro Esports, can they defend it? They still have inhibitors. This is only first Lord, second Lord actually. Crash has come through. Sakai's wants to jump in. Yums with the conceal play. Doesn't find the big payoff. SRG look for an angle on the backside. A lot of damage from Sakai's. Coily just wants to try to clear the waves. Innocent looking to target onto this base, but Lord is already down to 20%. Sicko to Pepe trying to run away right now. Nice times of blaze. Sakai's taking out Coily. Gets the pick off.
They're looking for more. Scott shift even more. They're still holding the wave. It's 3 of down, and they want to push this and make sure they buy another 4 minutes into this game.
Pro Esports with a beautiful defense. Cram falls the first time he's died yet. Can they do more? Kuzin gets a nice shot on Yums. Stormy doesn't want to give it up this yet. The minions are still on the base. Pro Esports trying to defend 2 more waves coming in.
They can hold on.
They go to Pepe. Doesn't have the ult. Coily. They're able to push him away. Pro Esports survives another wave.
You can tell. Both sides, they just want that moment to breathe, and SRG finally have to let go of the pressure after losing Sakai's alongside with Cram. They recognize Pro. They're going to be able to respond faster. Can he get this? No. At least he has the purple buff, but does he trade?
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yums goes down, Immortality does pop. Can he escape this? Sorry, and Felix, look at the final shot. Kuzin able to get it. That's a 42-second death timer.
Every single time. Cool, calm, calculated. I mean, we're the amateurs here compared to those professionals up there, but now we're getting into the later stages of the game. Maximum items. Is this a punish?
Ooh, shifting skies. Cram takes a lot of damage, but Coily's gonna back off. Rather Dryad does come down, but doesn't connect onto anyone. Pepe. Gotta run away right now. Pro Esports gotta give up space as SRG takes control of the Lord Pit.
Yeah, and with missing inhibitors on all fronts, Pro recognize that, man, we're gonna have to pray that Coily can be the one that buys us the extra 3 minutes we need. If he steals this Lord, this is going to start dragging out. But Pro don't have the advantage in the lanes. Every single side is getting shoved in.
All right, but Pro Esports know this may not be a Lord they can give up. And when you're in a position like this where you have no inhibitors, you kind of have to force the fight. You can't play the long haul. You can't play the dance. And this could be the fight they're trying to force. Look at the damage. Coily in the backside. Tempest Blades does come down. Sorry, I'm Felix able to just get away, but taken out by Yums. And the fist crack. Saw's down next. Pepe locked on to as Kuzin and Coily trying to make it back to base. The Terrify. The immortality isn't enough.
And there you have it. The forced mistake coming out of Pro and SRG. This is why macro plays a huge part in this game. With such a tough composition to play as well, they managed to hold on and turn these conversions only limited to the jungle and not structural damage.
And SRG, with a well-fought battle, will take game number 1.
It's not over just yet. This is an amazing contest of two incredibly mechanically